What if the monster isn't out there, but within us? The werewolf, half man, half beast, has haunted human imagination for centuries. It's a symbol of rage, transformation, and primal hunger. But the truth behind the legend, that's even darker than you think. Tonight, we dive deep into the lore of the werewolf, from ancient curses to medieval trials. This isn't just myth, this is history. Before werewolves were horror icons, they were gods, demons, and punishments. In ancient Greece, we find one of the first mentions, the legend of King Lycaon. According to myth, he tried to trick Zeus by serving him human flesh. As punishment, Zeus struck him with a thunderbolt and turned him into a wolf. In fact, the word lycanthropy, the transformation of a person into a wolf, comes from Lycaon. But Greece wasn't alone. In Norse mythology, warriors known as Ulfhednar wore wolf pelts into battle. They believed channeling the spirit of the wolf made them invincible and savage. Across cultures, the idea of humans becoming wolves wasn't always evil. Sometimes it was sacred, other times it was a curse. By the Middle Ages, werewolves had become monsters, and Europe was terrified. Church leaders claimed that werewolves were the spawn of the devil, people who had made pacts with dark forces or were punished for sin. In France, Germany, and Switzerland, real trials were held for people accused of being werewolves. Some confessed under torture. Others were burned, hanged, or beheaded. One famous case, Gilles Garnier, a French hermit in the 1570s. Locals said he turned into a wolf and hunted children. He was burned alive at the stake. But were these people truly shapeshifters or scapegoats in a world already drowning in superstition, famine, and fear? In old folklore, there were telltale signs that someone might be a werewolf. Excessive hair, especially on the palms, a unibrow, glowing red eyes, a strange gait, or hunched back, and most famously, a thirst for raw meat. But it didn't stop there. Some stories say that if you cut a werewolf's skin, you'd see fur beneath it, or that they could be identified by their blood-curdling howls heard on full moon nights. And yes, the full moon, while early myths didn't mention it, the full moon became a key part of werewolf lore in the 20th century, thanks to movies and modern horror fiction. There are dozens of ways to become a werewolf. Here are just a few, according to legend. Be cursed by a witch, eat wolf meat, be bitten or scratched by another werewolf, drink water from a wolf's paw print, or even sleep outside under the full moon. On a Friday, in many cultures, lycanthropy was tied to dark rituals. Some claimed people willingly became wolves using potions or enchanted wolf belts. In Slavic mythology, it was said you could become one by saying a specific incantation while standing in a forest at midnight. Some people wanted to be wolves. Most never had a choice. So, how do you stop a werewolf? According to ancient lore, silver weapons, especially silver bullets, wolfsbane, a toxic herb believed to ward off shapeshifters, crosses, or religious symbols. And in some stories, you had to burn the body to stop them from rising again. But here's the catch. Werewolves weren't always evil. Some tales say they only transformed during a blood curse and hated what they became. They remembered what they did and suffered every time the moon rose. The werewolf is more than just a monster. It's a reflection of our darkest instincts, our fear of losing control, and the line between man and beast. In every culture, through every age, the myth survives, always changing, always watching, because deep down, part of us wants to believe the monster is real. So next time you hear a howl in the night, lock your doors, and whatever you do, don't go into the woods. For dark lore